The narrative commences in the year 1970. At this point, we observe a young girl during the night who enters a car and begins her journey towards her residence. However, it becomes apparent that a white vehicle is trailing her, although the girl remains entirely oblivious to this fact. The girl is seated in the car, weeping because she had an argument with her friend. While shedding tears, she removes her ring and discards it outside. At that precise moment, the white vehicle halts at the side, and a man emerges from it. He proceeds directly to the girl and seizes her. He abducts the girl and the scene transitions, and we are transported to the year 1975. Half a decade later, we observe a young girl named Anna who is engaged in horse riding. However, her horse abruptly throws her off as a snake emerges in its path, startling the horse. Subsequently, Anna makes her way back home, where her sister is also present. Following this, we are introduced to Anna's mother, who instructs her to prepare swiftly as she needs to attend school. The narrative then rewinds to a scene from 1971 where we witness a girl preparing to meet someone. But on the way, the same white car comes up behind her and kidnaps the girl as well. The girl was screaming a lot, so the killer kills her inside the car. The story then moves forward and we are shown Anna's entire family in 1975. They were having breakfast and were on their way to church for prayers. After the prayers, when they were returning home, they stopped at a petrol station. Anna went inside a shop with her brother to buy some items. When she comes out, we see the same white car parked near their car, with a man inside it watching intently. He liked Hannah, so he started following Anna's car. The scene shifted again, and we were shown the year 1972. In a club, a girl was dancing, and as she stepped outside, the same killer appeared in front of her. The killer kidnapped her and took her to his hideout. After taking her there, he first mistreated her and then mercilessly killed her. The story then returned to 1975. We see Anna at school, where her friend was also present. After school, when it was time to go home, Anna had to return alone. While she was on her way, she realized someone was following her, but she doesn't know anything. After coming home, Anna first goes to the stable to feed her horse. It was quite late at night, which is why it was dark. On the way, she sees the same white car again. This time, seeing the car, Anna is quite frightened because it was moving back and forth, so she panics and runs straight home. At home, she tries to tell her mother about the car, but her sister and mom were having an argument, so she can't say anything to them. Then the next morning, when she went to school, she was talking to her friends. One of her friends said that there was going to be a Halloween party at her house and everyone was invited. At that moment, Anna noticed the same white figure from the road again. Then a boy approached her and started talking to her. They both liked each other, but things hadn't progressed much yet. He also invited her to the Halloween party. After school, Anna was returning home with her friend. But once again, the white figure started following them. When her friends realized that this figure had been following Anna for quite some time, they got angry and threw a stone at it. And by hurling abuses, they chase the man away. The one does nothing. He just quietly leaves from there. When she reaches home, she sees the same white van nearby and becomes quite anxious. Just then, a man comes out of the house, which frightens her even more. But there was no danger, as he was simply a plumber who had come to fix the house's pipeline. When Anna goes inside, she discovers that her sister has received a new phone. Anna also wanted a new phone, but since she hadn't turned 18 yet, her family refused to let her get one. The scene then shifts again, and this time we are shown the year 1973. We are shown a girl going inside the house, and at that moment, a killer emerges from a white van and goes inside to kidnap the girl. This time, the girl doesn't scream much, making the task even easier for the boy. In 1975, we are shown Anna's family. Tonight, Anna's parents are going out for dinner. After they leave, the children have to stay alone at home. However, as soon as their parents leave, Anna's sister also gets ready and goes out to meet her friend. This means that now only Anna and her little brother are left at home. At that moment, Anna's brother saw the same white van parked on the road. When she saw it, she got quite frightened. She quickly took her brother inside the house. Then, when she peeked out of the window, she realized that the white van was still there. Anna's brother got angry and went outside with a toy gun. By this time, the van had come even closer to their house. Although the gun wasn't real, when the person in the van saw it, they backed away. As evening fell, Anna's sister also returned home. At that moment, their mom and dad returned. Anna's brother tells their dad about a white van outside the house for a while, but he scared it away with his toy gun. When Zubaina's sister is asked what happened, she can't answer as she wasn't home. So Anna explains she went to meet her friend. Hearing this, her sister happily goes to her room. Anna tells her parents the white van has been following her for a while. She's seen it in several places. Her mom and dad don't take it seriously. Her dad says it might just be someone lost and stopped there, so there's no need to worry. It might have been someone who lost their way and stopped here, so there's no need to take this matter too seriously. After this, Dad went to Anna's sister's room and took her phone. Additionally, she was no longer allowed to go outside. Now the scene shifts to 1975. This time, at night, we see a little girl who had taken her dog out for a walk. Suddenly, the same white figure returns and kidnaps the child. The kidnappers take her to their hideout. Initially, they treated the poor girl very badly, and then they killed her. We see Anna and we see them. At night, when everyone was having dinner, Anna seemed quite tense because the white figure had instilled a strange fear in her. When she went to her room, she saw a man standing in their garden through the window. She immediately told her dad, who went outside to check. After a while, he returned and said there was no man. Perhaps it was an animal from the forest. However, Anna insisted that she saw a man standing in the garden smoking a cigarette. The next morning, when Anna went horse riding, she saw the same white figure standing on the road again. Again, the same white figure stood on the road. Due to repeatedly seeing the same one, Anna and the district became fearful. Then the day came when Anna had to get ready for the Halloween party. Because of her fear, she didn't want to attend the party, but when her friends told her that her friend was asking which dress she would be wearing, upon hearing this, Anna decided to go to the party. After that, Anna and her friends set off for the party on their horses. This Halloween party was held at a friend's house. Everyone had to return home before nightfall. As Anna was about to leave, suddenly that same he tells her that he likes her, doesn't he? She becomes very happy because she had been waiting for this moment for quite some time. When Anna and her friend were returning home from the party, they saw the white figure again on the way. Seeing it, they became quite frightened. That's why they ran away from there. But her horse slipped and fell down. Because of this, Anna had to run on foot. During this time, her friend, who had become separated from her, ran back to her own home. Anna hid in a small spot in the forest. The killer was out looking for her everywhere. When she gets the chance, she quietly hides. The killer searches for a bit but eventually gives up and returns to his vehicle. After he leaves, Anna composes herself and heads home. Anna's friend, who had already reached home, keeps calling Anna's sister repeatedly. However, she's chatting with her friend, so she doesn't answer the phone. Isn't it? As she went a bit further, she found her horse and took it straight to her stable. But as soon as she arrived, she saw that white figure again, which frightened her quite a bit. In fact, the killer had been hiding in the stable waiting for Anna and suddenly attacked. He first injured Anna and then tied her hands and feet. The killer was just about to take Anna away when her horse kicked the killer with such force that he was thrown far away and knocked unconscious. As soon as Anna got the chance, she untied her ropes and she runs towards the house. But just then, the killer regains consciousness and starts chasing Anna with his weapon. Anna starts shouting her sister's name loudly, but her sister had loud music playing in her room. She was also busy on her phone, so she couldn't hear Anna's voice. Anna, struggling, finally reaches the door of the house. She knocks on the door loudly. Eventually, her sister hears Anna's voice through the noise. As soon as she opens the door, Anna quickly rushes in and shuts the door. Then both sisters run upstairs to the room, Anna's mom and dad. They had gone out, so there was no one else in the house. Meanwhile, someone was repeatedly trying to break down their door. Before the killer could get inside, she broke the window and escaped. Both sisters fell because they slipped, which meant the killer couldn't catch them, giving them a chance to escape. The killer was still pursuing them, and they quickly ran and got into a car, starting it. But just then, the killer came back and grabbed her sister. However, once the car started and they managed to get a bit ahead, the killer appeared in front of them again. The killer appeared again, but Anna drove right at him. Just then, the police showed up because Anna's friend had called them. Sadly, when they searched the car, they found nothing. The killer's vehicle is not found. This means he took the opportunity to hide and escape from there. Now, we are shown a scene 1 month later. A man pays a lot of money to buy a white car. It turns out that this man is none other than the killer himself. After acquiring it, he once again begins his wrongful deeds. Following this, we are shown that the police, with the help of dogs, have discovered the bodies of many girls. These were all the girls who were brutally murdered after being wronged. In the forest, a family is shown. In the family, a girl goes into the forest to gather wood. But just as she was about to make her way back, the white automobile halts in front of her and he abducts the girl. This signifies that the killer's sequence of misdeeds was not going to cease. Who knows how many more innocent young women he was going to target, as he had been committing these acts for numerous years. And with this side ending, the narrative of this film concludes here.